Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you all are fine. In previous class we learned the external process that change the face of the earth. Which are the external process? Yes, weathering, erosion, mass movements. And we discussed what is weathering. What is weathering? Yes, the breaking of rocks into small pieces. That is known as weathering. Today we can discuss what is erosion. What is erosion? The act of carrying away the weathered particle from one place to other is called erosion. The movement of these weathered particles, small rocks, from one place to another is called erosion. The movement of the weathered particle from one place to another is called erosion. How these weathered particles move from one place to another? It is because of rivers, it is because of rainwater, because of glaciers, through waves, through winds. So these are the actions that cause these weather particles from one place to another. Okay, how rivers carry these weather particles from one place to another? Yes, rivers are always flowing. So when these flow, the small rock particles or small fine soils also flow through these rivers from one place to another. The rainwater also affects erosion. How? Through the heavy rain, the small particles of soil and rocks also flow through this rainwater. Then through glaciers. What is glaciers? Melting of snow. So through these glaciers also these weathered particles move from one place to another. Then next is waves also carry the weather particles from one place to another through the movement of waves. Then wind. Wind also carry these small rocks and soil from one place to another. So these are the actions that carry the weather particle from one place to another. That is known as erosion. Clear? Then erosion depends upon many factors: rainfall, slope of the land, type of soil, presence of vegetation, change in the land use pattern. How rainfall affect this erosion? Actually, weathering break the rocks into small pieces. Then erosion carry these small pieces to another parts. Okay, so through this rainfall, it is easy to carry these weather particles from one place to another through the flowing of rainwater. Okay, so when the rainwater is flowing, the rainwater also carry these weather particles from one place to another. Then second is slope of the land. If the land is steep slope, then it is easy to move these weather particles from one place to another. If the land is slightly steep, then it is very difficult to move these weather particles from one place to another. But the land is very steep, then these rocks and soil is very easy to flow. Okay, then types of soil. Some soil is very loosey type, so they easily moving through erosion, through rainfall, through wind. Some soil is very easily moved from one place to another. That is fine soils. Okay. The next is presence of vegetation. Vegetation also affect this erosion. How? When there is a piece of land and there is cultivation is going on there. So because of this cultivation, the erosion is very low because the roots of the plants will deeply entered in the soil. So the soil and the small rock parts are very stick there with the roots. So it is not very easy to flow in the case of presence of vegetation. If the land is not used for this vegetation, then the rocks, particles and soil is very easily to move. Because of, if there is no grass, then soil, topmost soil is easily flow. Then last one is change in the land use pattern. If the land is not used for any cultivation, then erosion is very high. If the land is used for some other purposes, then erosion is very low. Okay, so erosion depends upon many factors: rainfall, slope of the land, type of soil, presence of vegetation, change in the land use pattern. Okay, then the third one is the third external process, mass movement. What is mass movement? Mass movements also bring changes in the surface of the earth. How? Actually, mass movements means it is caused by a gravity which pulls all the material downwards. Such movements are common in mountain regions such as Uttarakhand, Jammu and Kashmir, etc. That means the loose rock masses slide down the slope like this. See, in this picture we can see that the loose rock masses slide down the slope, and it will cause some environmental hazards, loss to human lives and properties, etc. Sometimes there is small houses near these mountain areas. Then what happens when these mass movements occur? It will affect the lives of the people, property. Their house will damage due to this falling of these small rocks. Okay, so this type of mass movements we can see in mountain regions. Clear? So mass movement is divided into three types: landslides, earth flow, mud flow. What is landslide? When dry soil and rock pieces move down a steep slope, it is called landslide. I will explain before, no, this one. Here we can see that these rock particles move from the mountain. Like this rock particle, the fine soil also moves from this. That is known as landslides. Dry soil and rock pieces move down from a steep slope. Then next is earth flow. What is earth flow? Rock materials like clay and silt saturated with water move down a gentle slope. It is called earth flow. Actually, this rock material, small rock material, that is clay and silt, that is mixed with water and moved through a gentle slope, that is called earth flow. See, this is the earth flow example. Here, this silt and fine particles mix with water and they move through a steep slopes like this. This is known as earth flow. Sorry, this is earth flow. Okay. Then next is mud flow. When water saturated rock debris move down the channels on steep hills, it is called mud flow. This rock debris means the remains of these small rocks mixed with water and they move through the channels of the hillsides. That is known as mud flow. See, this is mud flow. This rock debris mixed with water and it is flowing through these channels. This is the channels. Okay, so this is known as mud flow. Clear? Mass movements is divided into three types: landslide, earth flow, mud flow. Landslide means the rock pieces move down a steep slope. Earth flow means these rock materials, that is clay and silt, mixed with water and move down a gentle slope. And mud flow means this dark debris mixed with the water saturated water and it is flow through channels on steep lands. Clear? So please read this portion. It is very easy one. Okay. Thank you.